What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. And today, I'm talking about Ken Gill. Now, most of you guys don't know who the hell he is, and I didn't know who the hell he was until today. But Ken Gill is the CEO of CPI Security. Now, for those of you who don't know what CPI Security is, they specialize in home security system solutions that is not included with that is cameras, monitoring devices, the same thing that you get through let's say Comcast or other security companies in America. All of those things, and they do it with the garage doors and in-touch outdoor cameras, all of that, right? You guys are very, very, like Brinks home security, right? You guys are very, very familiar with that. They do very, very, very well. And they're also very, very popular in the North Carolina area, okay? And now, I don't know if it's just me, guys, but during this pandemic with coronavirus, as well as the Ahmaud Arbery situation, as well as with Breonna Taylor, and also included in that, my man, George Floyd. It seems like Caucasian people in high places have been making some of the dumbest comments, right? Some people would consider what even Drew Brees said was a stupid comment. But this guy, his name is Ken Gill. He's actually the CEO of this company. And as the CEO of this company, no matter what your personal opinions are about black people or about what's going on in America, you should keep these things to yourself. You just should. Because although the United States is a country that welcomes free speech, it also welcomes free bad publicity, right? Free getting your ass fired, free getting boycotted. And, a lot of Caucasians that are in high places are nurses or in the healthcare system or even police officers. Many of them are showing their true colors, and we're seeing it day in and day out. And let me talk about this, right? There was a person named Jorge Malares who was the leader of the Queen City Unity Organization, and they have been, taking part in these demonstrations against the brutal killings and unfair treatment of blacks, right, by the police. And what happened was Ken Gill emailed Malares, and what ended up happening was Ken Gill said this: "Dating music. Please spend your time in a more productive way." Gill told Malares in an email, which Malares posted on Facebook, "A better use of time would be to focus on the black-on-black crime and the senseless killing of our young men by other young men. Have a great day, Ken Gill." Now, of course, Malares goes and exposes that on Facebook, right? Now, although this was something in private, it was made public, right? And then the CEO, Ken Gill, had to go out and save face. And he said this once he was exposed: "Dating, sad music. Let me say that CPI and I personally stand against racism and discrimination of any kind, and we are actively supporting solutions like the CMPD de-escalation training facility that will bring positive change to our community. I fully support the call for racial equality and justice in our community and country," Gill said. "We at CBI take a great deal of pride in our inclusive culture and in protecting the families and diverse communities we serve. I apologize if my comments did not reflect those values." Now, what ended up happening was people cut ties with him, like the Panthers and the Hornets. So you lose two of the biggest franchises that's there, right? Because you're an idiot. And basically, here's what I want to say. Black on black crime is a problem. It is a problem, right? And I'm going to show you guys what the Panthers said and what the Hornets said, right? They're done with him, okay? It's a problem. And a lot of people want to always bring black on black crime into the argument. Black on black crime is a problem. Black on black crime, in the way that blacks treat each other, is a problem. But a lot of times what white America wants to do is they want to remove their hand from the chaos that they helped create. Now, black people must own up to our participation in the white supremacy of hating other blacks. Many of us are guilty of this. But we cannot deny the fact that your people taught it to us. You know, this whole hate each other and that person is lighter than this person, that person is darker than this person. See, white people have been doing this for years. Not even just English blacks, but you know, over in Rwanda, that whole beef that started over there where you had the Hutsis and the Hutus and who was lighter than who. That beef was started by the Belgium, and that same situation that you have blacks with the mulatto classes in Brazil, and that was started by whites, and also the same thing here, you know, hating whites and the field and house Negroes. And see, the beefs that happen between blacks come from whites. And so you instill that in blacks. The educated versus the slave Negro. And see, those beefs starts from the white community that train that to blacks. And when you cause that division, the same way you cause that division in Nigeria between the North and the South, between the Muslims and the Christian people. The same way you go to the south of any West African country and you stay there, and then you leave the north of the countries undeveloped like you did in Ghana and Nigeria and Ivory Coast, and then you make the southerners feel that they're better than the northerners, and you create beefs there so you can control the populations. See, that black on black crime comes from you. You're a part of that black on black crime. But see, you want to remove your hand and say that you didn't do it. Yes, you did do it. See, when every time black people kill each other, it's because of you. You help in that. Now you act like dating music. Well, black people should be more concerned about black on black crime. Oh. Well, maybe if you didn't have your hand in the poisoning of the African American mind, and not only the poisoning of the African American mind, the poisoning of the black brothers in Africa's mind, the poisoning of the minds of blacks in Brazil, the poisoning of the minds of everybody in the world, then you wouldn't have black on black crime. Maybe if you would let folks keep their languages, we wouldn't have to speak your language. But you're afraid of a uprising. You're afraid of black unity. So what you want is disunity, and then go and say, man, you blacks are killing one another. You blacks can't do. You've been behind any dysfunctional thing that happens to black people. You've been behind it, Mr. Ken Gill. Your people did that. Why do you think you got liberals out there talking about we sorry and all enslaved and all in? Because y'all participate in it. As much as black people play a role in it, they would never have played a role in it if you wouldn't have brought us here. Oh, see, we was over in Africa chilling. But y'all wanted to bring, see, ain't that something? Y'all forgot, Mr. Ken Gill, how did blacks get to America? Yeah, African soldiers, we know. But how did we get there? Whose idea was it? How did we get here? We was over in Africa chilling. We had on some sandals. We had some spears. We had our own stuff going. We weren't worried about y'all. How did we get over here with you? Oh, because you got some people on the slave ship and brought us here. Oh, okay. That's what. And then you put us in chains. Oh, okay. And then so you did that. Oh, I got it. How about y'all? How about you be more concerned about worrying about white people and not stealing blacks from Africa or buying them? Then we wouldn't even have the problem in the first place. How about that, huh? Oh, now you quiet now. See, if we're going to call it down the middle, Ken, let's call it down the middle. Stop blaming people's problems. And this is why you cannot have conversations with a lot of times with people about race. Because when you bring that up, they're going to be mad. Black on black crime is issue. How did we get there? How did we get here? Who brought us here? And then when our kids came here and reproduced, who brainwashed us? Who helped it? Who split our families up? Who did that? Okay, now you quiet now. That's what I thought. you are just as responsible for black on black crime as we are, if not more. Ain't nothing that blacks do in America that's bad that we ain't learning from you. And as Obsidian say, put that in a cigar and smoke it. Well, guys, I ain't got time no more. I'm up out of here. It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Subscribe, hit the bell. It's your boy, out here moving and grooving, doing my thing. Check me out at the first comment pinned to the top. I really appreciate all you brothers and sisters out there. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. Don't forget to check out my Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts. Really love you, brothers. I'm out. Peace.